Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the year 2023, drum roll please. Doon 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 peak fiction. Doon 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 doon. We're back home. Let's go! We're finally back. It's been so long, man. Yo, I'm deprived, bro. You know what I mean? Like, hold up, man. Yo, dude, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Where is it? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been so long. It wasn't as long as the break week we had for 10:53 to 10:54. But we're back. And ladies and gentlemen, starting us off today, my boy Mr. PK comes in with a 5 dono. Shout out to my boy Mr. PK and says, like the stream if you think that the best-selling manga in history is real. My dog said, like the stream if you believe that the treasure at Laugh Tale that caused Goldie Roger, Kozuki Oden, Rayleigh, Scopper Gabon, the boys, to laugh with all of their might. Do y'all believe it's real? And can we get much higher? I don't know. But this is gonna be the first official chapter for us. Second chapter of the year. But the first chapter for us of the year 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been waiting for like 3 weeks to say this, man. I'm beyond deprived. I want to play One Piece Odyssey. I want to watch the episode, and I want to read this chapter. But we're finally back and ready to go up in like swimwear for what is now and forever will be the best-selling manga in history. I want to thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart for showing love at the Reverie. Like always, it was so much fun. Nothing but love to good brother Randy Troy for hosting an excellent Reverie, man. I had the time of my life there, talking with the family, and it was something I'll never forget. So every time we're always able to get together, it's always a special time. So it's I'm looking forward to the next time. But that's for then, and this is now, because it is time to reach chapter 1072 of that One Piece. Yo, let's go, bro. I'm so ready. Is my audio good? Did I just go ham like that and no audio? Wait. Is the audio... Are we good? Ladies and gentlemen, are we good? Hold up. Is the audio Apu? Thank you, my people. Mofos, Subra, Presno, Bart. Thank y'all so much. Let's get right into it. Chapter 1072. I don't even have the laptop open. I hope if my laptop shuts off again, we're gonna have some problems. But I couldn't blame the laptop last time. It just didn't want to open to the legendary chapter 1071. I can't blame it. Man. I can't blame it. But yo, first and foremost, a massive thank you to everybody who kept my knee in your prayers. Thankfully, my knee is way better than it was last time I did a reaction stream. So able to walk efficiently and whatnot. So the recovery process is going fantastic. So much love to everybody who was keeping an eye out on your boy. And also, One Piece Odyssey streams will be back. Now, whether it be tonight or tomorrow night, We're back on the greatness. I missed that game so much. And it's been a couple of days, but I need it. Why is my computer going crazy? So, One Piece Odyssey streams will be back. And Saturday, episode 1048, man. So excited for that. Hold on, my computer's going up. Yo, Super's coming in. Instant Messenger Sama, let's get it. Instant Messenger Sama comes in with a 20 and says, it's time, coach. The GOAT, peace, greatness. Nothing but love to you, Instant Messenger Sama. Thank you for the 20. And Mr. PK says, get them likes up, chat, or are you non-believers? Fraud watch. Hashtag fraud watch, man. Hashtag I love Parvision. Alright? Hashtag I love Parvision. Let me see. Where is the chapter? But yeah, man, we're gonna have a good weekend. I'm so excited for that episode. Like, that we're gonna get this weekend. Here we go. Chapter 1072, ladies and gentlemen. The Weight of Memory. Now, I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan, so this kind of hits different when I read it like this. Because I feel like this statement has been said a million times within that series in different contexts, so... You know, the weight of memory, ladies and gentlemen. Not the melody of memory, but the weight of memory. So, that kind of has me a little shook in regards to its title. Chapter 1072, The Weight of Memory. Is that Caesar? And Judge? Oh, we're continuing within the flashback! No! Bro, why is Caesar covered in the Nika cloud? I mean, obviously, he's always been with the gas all around, right? But no, this looks kind of crazy. What is he holding in his hand? So, Queen is up top with two beakers, and we have Judge. Looking, I actually like this Judge design, though. I'm not going to lie. And then my dog, Bruno. If y'all watched JoJo Part 5, you can't tell me my boy's not rocking the Bruno cut. I mean, I can't blame him for being a Bruno Bucciarati fan. Bruno Bucciarati's that dude, alright? So, if Caesar Clown is confirmed a Bruno Bucciarati fan, then Caesar goes up my list. No question. No question, he's a good man. He has great taste. Great taste. So, he's holding this fruit. It looks like it has multiple eyes out here, looking like a Final Fantasy antagonist. I don't know, man. Regardless... very interesting stuff that we're continuing the Mads flashback through this cover page. This is going to be really, really cool seeing how we continue to see the evolution of this in the coming weeks. I think that's going to be really exciting stuff. Are we getting a chapter next week? I guess I'll find out at the end of this. Because I don't know if Jump's on break or if One Piece is on break, so I guess we'll find out. Germo 66's Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 28, Mass-Producing Deadly Weapons. So... exciting stuff there. Let's see. I went to a Mrs. Green Apple live show. All three members really smashed it. Thanks so much for helping with Film Red, guys. So, Mrs. Green Apple live show, and these are individuals who helped out with Film Red. Hey, if they helped out with Film Red, those are my people. Those are my people, alright? Here we go. What is this? And we have, like, some sticky notes. Even if the world does not accept how she came to be, the girl is unmistakably human. It was a success. I bear witness to this achievement, and I maintain that it is a huge step toward world peace. Even if the world does not accept how she came to be, the girl is unmistakably human. It was a success. I bear witness to this achievement, and I maintain that it is a huge step toward world peace. Is this a flashback? Are they talking about Bonnie? Dr. Vegapunk, Chief of Mats, the Laboratory of Peace. So we see Bonnie in her current gear, though. Sob, it hurts, I think I broke something. So it looks like this is just notes left behind by a document. So you know how after you perform a scientific experiment normally, or after like you finish a report or something, you would like write down exactly what it was and how you feel about what just happened. So I think that's what's being stated here, which is why Dr. Vegapunk, the line right here, and it's kind of like written in sticky note fashion here. So I think that's what. So we're not in flashback form, but we're writing like a report. Right? Because that's definitely Bonnie in her modern day outfit. So she's crying right here. Bonnie! Dear me, are you alright? Medics! Look alive! Hurry, Bonnie's been injured. And then Bonnie's... so she did this just to lure him in. And I honestly cannot blame her, because she's been trying to get a Vegapunk this entire time. So she sets up the trap. Sparkling eyes here. Gets up. Distorted future. And she goes, whoa! We see, from this angle, she looks like a giant distorted future. And now she's chasing after Vegapunk. My goodness, almost sends his head into the Flagnards. So Bonnie swings. Yeah! Bonnie, stop this. Even if you kill me. Timely. Thrust! Got him right in his back! Like that, Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. That was the first thing I thought of when I saw this polka dot thing on his chest. Y'all can't tell me. Listen, anybody my age, y'all know about that Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. That was an S tier show, man. S tier. Might even be S plus tier. I just don't remember much about it. I just know I just remember the fire theme song. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. But anyways, so Bonnie turns into a massive individual here and uses 2 attacks called Distorted Future, which is a really cool name, and then Timely Thrust. So Distorted Future, Timely Thrust, sends Vegapunk into the Flagnards. A star comes out of his belly button. You can't make this stuff up, bruh. A star pops out of Vegapunk's belly button. And out comes like a miniature version of Vegapunk. So he transformed into this, and of course this is due to Bonnie's ability that's able to de-age him. But what is this star? Is that just her ability? Right? Her ability goes in, star pops out, and Vegapunk turns into a kid. So Bonnie, of course, holding the spear on top of him. Dang nabbit! I suppose these shiny doodads are a manifestation of the years I just lost. You turned me into a helpless child. Give me back my golden years. Calm down. My power doesn't last forever on living things. Very interesting. I did not know that. So if it doesn't last forever, I wonder what the time frame is. Because remember, when we came out of the time skip, we were assuming that Bonnie used her powers on Akainu to make him younger. At the very least, that was the common consensus coming out of that chapter 594 to 598 stretch. So, coming off of that, 597, I mean. So coming off of that, we were like, yo, Akainu's, especially whenever we saw him for the first time post-time skip, it was like, yo, he looks younger. He's got the chin badger going for him, right? And that's a theory that's been around for a long time. So, that's just very, very interesting. Give me a second. My power doesn't last forever on living things. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hello? Somebody butt dialed me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue back to the greatness. I had to answer because that person never calls me. I was a little scared. Regardless, calm down. My power doesn't last forever on living things. So I'm very interested on seeing how that ends up working in regards to Bonnie's overall abilities. Because now that we know that, it kind of changes at least my perspective on the way that her ability works. You said I had a reason? You said you had a reason. Well, you better start talking. Why the hell did you kill my father? Like, why did you kill Bobs? That's what she wants to know. But Bonnie, if I tell you... So this is something that he wants to hold within his heart, like 110%, that no one else needs to know about what took place here, which is exactly what we were thinking of, right? Whatever took place might have been like a deal between him and Kuma, as we were talking about last time, in which his daughter was not supposed to know what took place there. Because, of course, as a parent, what we're trying to do is trying to protect them from all types of different pain, right? And so the less you know, the better, especially in a situation like this. So I feel like if Bonnie does realize the truth, it's just going to end up causing a lot of pain. But I feel like she should know, right? She should know what took place there. And that's a conversation that we had in the last Afterthoughts. Red Port. Oh my goodness. We cut back to the Red Port, we see Kuma, and now he's climbing the wall. Similar to Monkey D back in Drum Island, he's climbing the red line. You know what it is to climb the red line? Red Port. Look, Kuma's trying to climb the red line. There's no way he'll make it all the way to the top. If I divulge the reason, it would only serve to hurt you. That's why I can't, and that's exactly what we were talking about last time. And that's some extremely painful stuff when you know that whatever this is, it's only going to serve to hurt you. And I'm going to assume the reason for that is because Kuma must have done that for Bonnie, right? Whatever happened there, Vegapunk and Kuma did that for the betterment of Bonnie's future. And she would have felt like she would have been responsible. At least that's how I see it. Because why else would you not divulge that information, right? Unless it does directly impact the individual. So you have Kuma climbing here. And man, oh man, dude, I felt emotional watching the last thing, but seeing him climb up like this, up the red line, that's how you can tell. I mean, this is just straight up instinct. This is just like what happened with the Iron Giant, I'm going to assume. I promised Kuma that I would keep his secret from you no matter what. So no matter what, this secret is going to be kept. This is something that Vegapunk and Kuma established a long time ago, that whatever happens, barring whatever takes place, he is going to keep this secret and is not going to allow Bonnie to find out. And so either Vegapunk and Bonnie are going to have to come to some sort of agreement, right, for Bonnie to get this knowledge, or Bonnie's going to have to get this knowledge from someone else. Because we're going to have to get this flashback somehow, right? So Bonnie obviously looks very irritated by this. So you're saying you can't... Dude, it happens. It's jewelry. It's not me. It's not me. All right. It's Dr. Vegapunk. It's Dr. Vegapunk. It's not me. It was Vegapunk's Conqueror's coding, bro. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Okay, we're back. I think we're back. We're good. We should be good. You know, it's Oda's hockey. It's not me. It's Oda's hockey. You're saying you can't tell me why you had to kill my dad? Do you look like I was born yesterday? Stop screwing around. I'm not trying to pull a fast one here. You've got to believe me. Nobody made the decision for him. Kuma chose that fate for himself. And that is exactly what we've been saying this entire time. That something must have happened with Kuma at the time present within the Sorbet Kingdom that would have caused him to make such a decision. Right now, what caused him to make the decision is what we're all eagerly anticipating. You liar, Dad would never choose to die and abandon me. I'll kill you. It's been hard on me too. I wish I could forget the whole ordeal. Kuma's an incredible man. I've always been proud to call him my close friend. Bonnie, please understand. I can't say anything more on the matter. And it's like, I understand where Vegapunk's coming from. Because if, especially for something that could potentially hurt someone that's very close to you, and considering how much Kuma has gone through to ensure that all of this, right, stays under wraps, I can only imagine that Vegapunk must only been thinking of Kuma, not of himself. Like, this might be one of those things to where he would rather die than release this information because he doesn't want this information to get out just for Kuma's sake. Vegapunk's a loyal man. He's a loyal individual, God bless him. It's been hard on me too. I wish I could forget the whole ordeal. So an ordeal, something took place, right? Kuma's an incredible man. We all know this. And my close friend, and he just can't say anything else in the matter. Just spit it out. I'm not gonna blindly swallow your half-assed excuses. This is child abuse. Vegapunk's like, dog, I'm a child, bro. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. Beep, beep, beep. Bonnie looks back. Bonnie, wait. Pay no attention to what's over there. It's got nothing to do with Kuma, you hear? Here we go. Let me make sure. Bro, I keep knocking this thing over. Can I just push it back? Hold on. Before Oda's hockey hits again, let me push this thing back. So, is this the thing that Vegapunk wanted to show her the entire time? Hold on. Bonnie, wait, pay no attention to what's over there. It's got nothing to do with Kuma, you hear? So here we see a paw print on the door. I mean, if that's not more obvious that it's a Kuma room, I don't know. Caution. That's obviously a lie. Oil breakdown. Thing goes off. Bonnie! What do you call this? It's just a giant Ursus shock bubble. So we see a ginormous Ursus shock bubble that's being kept within the structure P0. Huff, huff. Memories? Flashback. And here we see Kuma. That's right, a scientist out in the West Blue once postulated that a person loses 21 grams of mass upon death, and that could be considered the weight of their soul. Fascinating, isn't it? If nothing else, such a link would prove that the soul does in fact exist. And your power can take something intangible like pain and give it a physical form. Not only that, but you can even transfer it to others. A total wireless transmission of nerve signals. So I'm wondering if that same logic can be applied to other nervous signals. Can we determine whether things like imagination and memories have mass and volume as well? Oh man, the title of the chapter, the weight of memory, right? The weight of memory, the weight of imagination. So you want me to pull out my own memories and show you? Like pudding? That's far too personal. Yo, look at Kuma. Please, it will help me advance science. Nobody else would see them, I promise. No, please, I'm begging you. So, Kuma didn't want Vegapunk to see his memories. He's like, yo, that's far too personal. And Vegapunk is pleading to him like, yo, it'll help me advance my science. Like, no worries, nobody else is gonna see them. So those are Kuma's memories that have been... Oh my goodness, dog. So you're telling me, with Kuma taking Luffy's pain and putting it into Zoro, he was also able to do that within his own to his own memories. Therefore, if Zoro was able to take Luffy's pain, that means if Bonnie touches this bubble, then she'll be able to see the man's memories? Which means those are unfiltered. You know, memories are unfiltered, bro. That's not somebody else letting you know this fact. That's not, coming from another source that could potentially filter the information. This is raw. This is coming straight from what Kuma's... Oh, no. Don't touch that, Bonnie. I'm sure you're familiar with Kuma's powers. There's nothing there but pain. It's more than enough to kill someone. Absolutely. Bonnie's like, no. Shoot him down. Don't let him get to Marijoa. And they're continuing to shoot this man down. I know my father's ability. All too well. Direct hit. Kuma gets sent flying off. Seize him. Make sure you finish him off. And Kuma gets back up. He's still alive. All civilians, please evacuate. And Kuma's trying his hardest. Nothing's going to stop him on this mission. Man, just when I didn't think it could get more emotional in the last chapter and seeing this man crawl. He was literally crawling, bro. His memories are here, aren't they? Yo, the panels, man. Like, yo, this panel right here of Bonnie, you can feel the emotion, dog. Kuma looks up. Egghead Labostratum. What? Rob Lucci? Oh, man. See, this is the first time that I actually didn't want to move to anything else, man. Oh, what a powerful section, bro. So now we assume that of course, because now this is not going to be physical pain. What Bonnie is going to feel is nothing but mental. She might break down, dog. Do you know what it is to see something once again that is unfiltered? Because the thing is, when you hear something offhand, when you weren't there to experience it yourself, at the very least, you're gonna have like a version that like hearing it, considering that the person is not gonna describe in full imagery what it is. You're just gonna hear a recap, like a summary of the events, right? So when you hear a summary of the events, it's gonna feel like a historical document rather than something that you actually lived. This is going to be flipping. This is like you inserting yourself, and it's kind of crazy because this is technically what they're trying to do with VR, right? Where with VR, we're trying to create an alternate scenario where we're able to vicariously live in someone else's shoes, right? That is their main purpose and main goal in creating this, like a VR type of program where you can live out this alternate world and step into it and feel everything that you would normally feel, right? That's what they're trying to create. And in actuality here, what Oda has created is an ability where someone else can step into what I'm going to assume is someone else's shoes and experience those memories. I think that's the way it's going to work. And if that really works in that type of way, then Oda's a genius for having it take place in this arc, because that's literally what VR is. But that's so painful, man. Like, once again, you can hear of certain things, but to live it? To live it! And you know Bonnie's gonna touch it, bro. You just know! Egghead Labostratum. What, Rob Lucci really made it all the way up here? My apologies, the system malfunctioned. It's a good thing Zoro and Brooks stayed on the ship. There's no way they'd lose. Facts, who said that? Usopp? Hey, spin. Spin. Even if it's 2 against 3, they'll figure something out. Zoro can fight him 1 against 3. Let alone 2, bro. When Brook is in there, they're getting smacked. No, look again. The battle is far more lopsided than you think. It better be in our favor. Those Seraphim... oh. Yo, it's Kid Hawk! It's Kid Hawk! It's Kid Hawk in the flesh! Wait. Bro, look at this shot! Yo! You have Jinbei, Kid Hawk, Hancock, and the S-Bear. Those Seraphim things are here too, so they're right there in front of Punk Records. You see Lucci and Stussy in the background. Oh my goodness. It's 2 against 7 now, and they're up against the best of the best. So it's going to be the Seraphim units, Lucci, Stussy, and Kaku. Oh my. It's 2 against 7 now. They're up against best of the best. Why'd they call back up while the barrier was down? No, I doubt CP0 ordered them directly. The Seraphim are about to assess combat situations, and they're equipped with some limited decision-making capability of their own. So they chose to capitalize on the barrier going down? We didn't order them to come. It's not like we can make them go back down. The dome is operational again. The enemy's made a serious miscalculation. Now that they're up here, we can turn the Seraphim back to our side, since we're higher in the command hierarchy. So, now that they're here, Vegapunk may be able to regain control of the S units, which is exactly what we need right here. So, we go back to Edison, and Lilith. That's assuming we get in time to holler our orders at them. Till then, there's still a huge threat. I'll be back lickety-split. Hopefully those two can hang in there. Woo, I'll go too. And you already know Lilith's up some sort of shenanigans. I'll leave it to you two then, Edison, Lilith. Get off your high horse! To think Mosshead would croak right when the One Piece is in our sights. Man, what a way of saying that. Sanji's like, yo, right next to the One Piece, and now you're gonna die, dog? Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You go too. This threat affects the whole crew. Sanji's like, you better get your butt right up there, yo. Nami's like, yo, if I don't see Sanji and Zoro fighting together like they did in a day-back fight against these individuals, yo, those are the wings. Nami's orders are absolute. For the Seraphim. Still, what do I have to save him? So Sanji's not going to be on the way. Let's go. Don't screw around, Seraphim. This is serious. So, of course, the play on words on the whole Seraphim thing. So, Sanji's ready. Frankie's chasing after him. Here we go. What the devil is he supposed to be? So we see Brook and Sanji. Or, it's been a long time, but it's been Brook and my boys. Like lazy mofos lets me know. Straight from Shimotsuki. 3 blades, not 1. The right-hand man of the king. Well, he's meant to be a giraffe, but he seems a little different from what I remember. Now that it matters, he's going to wind up a diced-up course either way. Tell him again. Tell him again. So here we go, Giraffe Man back at it again. That's if you can cut me. Does Kaku have the black flames? That's if you can cut me, Roronoa. Look after the ship, Brook. Understood. Zoro, just pwn this man, bro. Send him to the High Flagnards. Send him! Kaku has the black flames! He evolved from Jeffrey from Toys R Us to the giraffe from the end of The Last of Us. He's awakened. Surrounded in black flames like he's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. And his nose is rock solid. Ornament hockeyed up. So Zoro goes in, stops his nose. Nose gun. So he was going in to deliver the finger pistol, but with his nostril. Nose gun, Giraffe Man gyro. He goes and he spins multiple times, causing Zoro to of course, attempt to block every single attack. I had my fill of fighting critters with zigzagging attacks back in Wano. I mean, yo, can you blame this man? Zoro was fighting so many individuals down in, especially in Onigashima. My dog has just got to be tired of fighting dinosaurs and animals, and he's just like, yo, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Giraffe Man Gyro, I mean, shout out to one of the greatest characters of all time, Gyro Zappelli. If you know, you know. I had my fill of fighting critters with zigzagging attacks back in Wano. I'm tired of it. Zoro comes back up, and he just sends him back down to the ground like it was nothing. No bandana needed. I'm tired of it. Watalo sends him back down to the ground. Seraphim, quickly before Vegapunk gets here, destroy the Labostratum. All 4 of them. This is a raw panel. This is a raw panel. Oh, dude, I need that Mihawk and Zoro clash with every fiber in my being, dog. This is bad. They're going to annihilate the lab. So Kuma, he looks like he's firing up an Ursa shock here. Kid Hawk, I mean, you better stop. Whatever Kid Hawk is planning, you better stop it, because this man was the same individual who almost cut Amazon Lily in half. So he did it. No stopping. No nothing. They set out to do what they were going to do and they accomplished it. Kid Hawk cuts the island thingamahoo in half. This whole building goes straight into the Flagnards. Kuma fires his laser. As do Jinbei and Hancock. It just happens. No one's stopping it. Who can? Usopp goes down. Nami and Usopp, legendary tag team. They sure know how to razzle dazzle. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Kaku looks kind of fresh here with the Black Flames. They're basically doing our job for us. Chomp. Is that Stussy? What is it with people biting creatures? So Stussy, I'm going to assume this is Stussy, takes a bite out of Kaku like Momonosuke took a bite out of Kaido. Looks back, huh? You? Kaku! Even Hattori has something to say. Kaku's head hits the floor. What is happening? We see Stussy's leggings. What are you doing? She has Robin's wings! Stussy? Who, me? Oh my god! Yeah! The betrayal! The betrayal! In 4K! Bro, we were all wondering what it... Like, someone's gonna betray somebody here in Onigashima. Or in Onigashima. I'm still stuck there. And on Egghead, we were like, someone's betraying someone. Whether it be Lilith betraying the rest of the Vegapunk, Stussy betraying... It was Stussy, bro. So that means what was taking place there with the match. Hold on. We're doing Stussy. Stussy with the Robin wing. Straight out of Final Fantasy VII. Straight out of my boy... Goat Man Sephiroth rocking the one wing, son. Stussy. Who, me? I'm just putting him to sleep. Yo, Stussy Ronis? Stussy Ronis? Would you please join him, Lucci? I think it's time for your cat nap, too. Clone of Miss Buckingham Stussy of the Rocks Pirates! Mad's first successful clone, Unit 01 Stussy. Of the Rocks Pirates? The first successful clone? Look at the wings! Yo, when she bit him, I was like, what am I watching? Vampire Hunter D? Son, my man's neck hit the ground. I thought she was biting him for like some sort of like, for her ability or something, right? I was like, okay, so is this gonna like advance this thing? No, straight up betrayal. His head hits the floor. Lucci is shook. Robert D. Yo, this final panel of Stussy. Oh, man. Yo, she just went up the list. Ooh, Stussy went up the list. Oh, duh. Oh, duh. Oh, duh. The flipping goat, man. Yo, this was a One Piece chapter if I've ever read it, man. This was a straight up One Piece chapter, dog. Yo, you want your classic mystery being set up by Oda with some sort of emotional thread hanging between that mystery? You got it. If you wanted to continue to see awesome fighting sequences with your favorite characters, you got it. If you wanted trust and betrayal now, paralleling back to Water 7 and his lobby, where the boys were the ones who betrayed the shipwrights. Now it's the boys getting betrayed by a former member of the Rocks Pirates. Oda is on fire with these parallels. Egghead Island is peak, man. Egghead Island is on a different playing field. It's on a different playing field. Oda's out here cooking on that grill like never before. Like never before. Like never before, bro. Oda. Bro, Stussy. Stussy. Yo, hold on, man. I gotta calm down. Unit 01, bro. was misbucking? Oh, Whitebeard, no wonder he folded. Oh, Whitebeard was a man of... Weevil's his son. Weevil is his son. Weevil is Whitebeard's son. We were going through all types of different things in the past. No. Weevil is Whitebeard Jr. No mistake. There's no mistake. No mistake. If this is Miss Bakken, there is no mistake about it. I can promise that. I can promise that. Yo. Dude. Yo, Recon, man. Recon staying Buckingham. So Recon comes to membership for 10 months. Shout out to my good brother Recon. It says Buckingham equals Bakken, Weevil's mom. Because I was looking at all the comments out here that kept saying Miss Bakken, dog. So if Buckingham is actually Bakken, then yo, that's it. That's facts. And she's still alive. Oh, then that means that they're going to have something very integral in the story later on. Obviously, we all knew Weevil, both of them were going to have a lot. Oh, yo, but that's kind of nuts. And then you think about the implications. Remember back in Whole Cake Island, whenever Dufeld was like talking about her like she was much older than what she appeared, and at the time we're like, I wonder what he means by that. This is what he meant. Thank you, Recon, dog. Truly appreciate you. Bar M. Shout out to my dog coming in. Membership for 10 months. Santa hat greatness. Shout out to my dog. Yo, this is a where's my Santa hat at, actually, man? Yo, Oda with the ankle breaker, son. Yo. Yes, Maruko. Maruko says exactly what I was saying earlier, yo. Rob Lucci has the feeling of getting betrayed. That's how Iceberg and Polly felt, dog. Like, I love what Oda's doing with the parallels. So Bar M comes in, membership for the 10 months. Oda and the Grill undefeated, breaking ankles yet again. Like, dog, peak chapter. The entire chapter he was breaking ankles. With Kuma storing his memory in this place. Not Bonnie. Now we got, bro, Egghead Island has... I've been saying this the entire time, but after this chapter and the last chapter, I genuinely believe Egghead has potential to be one of the best arcs in the series, up until this point. Yo, Final Saga Oda is on a different level. I have no idea how he's doing it. Breaking ankles yet again, Bar M. Thank you for the membership for 10 months, dog. I truly appreciate you, Bar M. Then Maha A-U-T. Shout out to my boy, man. It's been a minute. Hey, man, look at chapters 965. Higurashi transformed not only in Shiki, but also Bakken, Buckingham, Stussy. X-Rock's power pretty much confirmed. Holy. 965. Roger. 965. Is this 965? Yes, 965. Dude, that's facts. Yeah, like when you see it right here, that's facts. Oh, I can see it. Oh. Thanks. So Oda was cooking with the... I mean, he was cooking with the rock stuff from Stussy's introduction in Whole Cake Island. So Stussy this entire time has been an S unit. That's insane. Yo, Maha, thank you so much for the 5, dog. I appreciate you. Yo, Stussy, man. Yo, Presno, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for gifting a membership, dog. To Juan Carlos. Shout out to my boy Presno, man. I appreciate you so much for doing that. Still can't believe I have that option on the channel, but the gifted memberships. That's super cool. My goodness. And then Essen Messenger-sama comes in with a 5 and says, Oda has to bless us with the Rocks movie, my guy. Bro. Ladies and gentlemen, this God Valley flashback... Who in all of the Flagnards was real deal messing with the Rock Spire? They only could have taken out themselves. I think that's what Oda's trying to tell us with the Rocks Pirates, is that they only took themselves out. Them boys were stacked. And Rocks was the leader. Rocks was the head of so many individuals, dog. I don't care how we get that flashback. Like you said, it's the Messenger-sama. I don't care if it's in a movie. I don't care if it's in an OVA. I don't care if it's an anime original filler. I don't care if Oda goes into a 20-page flashback, a 20-chapter flashback. I'd prefer. However we get that flashback, I need it. The Rocks and God Valley stuff is real deal starting to hit different. With every single reveal, with every single new twist like this, like, I need that flashback so bad. Dude, this final panel is rawness and swag incarnate, man. This is my type of panel. The fact that she's rocking the Robin wings is so cool to me. It's so cool to me, and actually that makes me think, like, what are we cooking there? What are we cooking there with those wings? Egghead, man. Also, when Bonnie used her first attack, her body is just like Kuma's exact shape and everything. Yo, Recon, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why is her body looking very similar to Kuma's here? Is that just, it goes into the whole special people thing, right? Yo, Nath coming in with a 50 and says that Kuma bubble panel is powerful with context. With context, bro? When I saw it, I was like, no way. Because the thing is, like you said, with the context of knowing what Zoro had to endure, knowing that now Bonnie's gonna have her nothing happened moment in terms of taking all of someone's pain, whereas Zoro took all of Luffy's physical pain, Bonnie's about to take in all of Kuma's emotional and mental pain. That flashback, just because of that weight. Now I understand whether the title chapter was the weight of memory. Because the thing is, right, some of the best flashbacks in the entire series, when we think about, you know, the Nami flashback, the Robin flashback, the Brook flashback, the Law and Corazon flashback, Nolan Kogara, ASL, like all like legendary flashbacks, the Odin flashback, like you see the weight of that flashback and how the consequences of that are taking place within the current material. But with this flash and Chopper's legendary flashback, where we literally saw within the manga Luffy going in for a punch, stops, or like the manga stops right before the punch. We see the flashback, then he comes back and delivers the blow, so we get to see, you know, the impact, the real impact of that punch. Oda's always had a really interesting way of delivering certain flashbacks. In this case, we've never had someone directly live through someone else's flashback. And that, to me, is going to be extremely interesting, because once again, it's going through the futuristic approach of wanting to live in someone else's shoes. This is exactly what VR is. But it also is going to make us extremely emotional. I mean, we're going to have two different feelings. We're going to be, A, experiencing this through Kuma's eyes, which is going to be a direct first-person perspective of what actually took place back in the day. That's going to be extremely emotional. Number two, we're going to know that all of this is something that Bonnie's also seeing as well. So it's going to be kind of like when Ace died, and we saw Ace's death taking place, already a very emotional scene. Then we saw how Luffy had to deal with that afterwards. So in this case, it's like Bonnie is going to be living through Kuma's memories. We're going to be extremely emotional. When we get out of the flashback, it arguably might be even more emotional than the flashback itself. Bonnie's going to be broken. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy stuff. It's gonna be crazy stuff. Thank you, Naf, for the 50. I appreciate you. Maha AUT comes in with another 6 and says, I think the dragon wants to nuke Marijoa with the most painful memories. With the most painful memories in the world, gathered by Kuma and all pacifista over the last 3 years. Hold on. Dragon wants to nuke Marijoa with the most painful memories in the world. Gathered by Kuma and all the pacifista over the 3 years. So what you're saying is that with Punk Records, storing these memories, uploading them, and then nuking them with the most painful memories ever, causing pure mental... Oh my... Bro, if Dragon is planning something like that... Because that's going to be inflicted... You know what that is? That's actually worse than a regular nuke in terms of... Of course, with a regular nuke, people would die. But... So I'll take that back. It's just as bad as a regular nuke, considering that the mental... Like, the turn in the individuals that live on the Marijoa is going to be right up in the forefront for all of us to see. Because what we're going to have is the Marijoa trying to keep all of these memories. Obviously, the Gorosei live to keep all this information away from their people. Right? They're trying to keep the fact that this exists, this exists, this exists. If Dragon brings down the memories of this and hits everyone with it and forces them to see and live through whatever it is the Gorosei is trying to hide, that's going to change the game, because you can't change that, right? Like, you can't change the fact that somebody's living through this. Once again, there's no filter. So the fact that this idea now exists now, that someone can live through someone else's memories, is insane. And it kind of makes me think about the Iron Giant thing now. And also, what really is waiting for us in the Holy Land, or I'm not in the Holy Land, in Laugh Tale. Because Roger and them, I'm going to assume, saw the real poneglyph, the last poneglyph, there where the One Piece is, and read the story. But now there's a possibility that with us knowing that someone like Kuma can store their memories into something, they who's to say that Joy Boy didn't do the same thing either. But of course, that's going a little too far-fetched, right, out there. But they did live in a time period where stuff was futuristic, at least in one point in the area, right? Dude, this is nuts. Maha, thank you so much, man. This is nuts. This is nuts. So, Bar M comes in with a 5. Shout out to my dog Bar M. It says, someone in chat said Weevil might be a failed Whitebeard clone from the original Miss Bakken. Unlike Stussy, the successful one, what do you think? That would actually make a ton of sense if that's true. It would make sense as to why he has the glaive, why he has the beard, but he failed. Like, he is a failed clone, which would... oh my goodness, if that's the case... Brother, this Seraphim concept has been in Oda's mind for years. I mean, I always thought, like, when I saw the Seraphim units, I thought this was something that Oda... Because we know he's a big fan of Star Wars, and I thought that, like, this was going to be his opportunity to exercise his fandom for Star Wars, so, like, the clones and stuff of that nature, right? I just thought that this would be his opportunity to do that. But if that's true, and Weevil is a failed Whitebeard clone, then that really just makes me want to go back and reread that final section of Dressrosa with all that stuff started cooking, because, bro, there's a lot of stuff there that is potential endgame material. Weevil being a failed Whitebeard clone, and instead is called Whitebeard Jr., that actually makes a lot of sense. Like that genuinely makes a lot of sense. Shout out to everybody in the chat who said that. From the original Miss Bakken. Thank you, Bar M. And shout out to everybody in the chat or the individual in the chat who said it originally. Like Goat Luffy 97 here. It's like, can you imagine that? Going back to Maha's thing. You have chosen the way of pain. And he does the almighty push, except it's filled with memories. That is actually insane. Exactly, Lazy Mofo, that is exactly how I feel about this. Like, Lazy Mofo says, I thought Pudding's ability was broken, this is way worse. That's how I feel. Because Pudding's ability, of course, is able to snip and snap, right? And put other memories back in, leave certain memories out and whatnot. But this... And now I'm very interested, because it looks like Oda, within the final saga, is going to be playing around with memories. And memories for me is a very... It's an important subject, right, to tackle it, especially within the realm of fiction. And because it can lead to some really powerful stuff. So I'm interested in seeing how... And he's already done a great job of doing that with the end of Whole Cake Island. So I'm super excited to see what he's about to do here. And Bonnie, how is Bonnie going to change after seeing this? Because obviously, Vegapunk had been trying so hard to keep this information from her. But then at the same time, remember, Vegapunk said he had something he wanted to show Bonnie. And in this chapter... So let me pose this question, I guess, in the chat, right? Vegapunk stated a couple chapters ago he has something to show Bonnie. In this chapter, it kind of felt like he was leading Bonnie in this direction. I'm not going to say that, because of course he was trying his hardest not to tell her. But do you think that Vegapunk may have come to a decision himself, where he was like, okay, I want Bonnie to make this decision. I want Bonnie to enter the room, see this thing, and understand how much is in there. You know how this ability works. If you step into that thing, you're not coming out the same. And I wonder if Vegapunk let her in there in order to allow Bonnie to make the decision so it doesn't weigh on his mind. Either way, it's going to weigh on Vegapunk's mind. But it fascinates me that Vegapunk, it felt like, because we know he's really smart, right? So, obviously it's like, oh no, like, don't step into that room right there, you know? Like, it kind of felt like he was kind of leading her on. I don't know. Akash Panda, stop playing. Akash Panda, for real? Akash Panda says, really opening the chapter, Vegapunk is talking about Stussy. In the sticky notes section? Bro, you're right. I thought he was talking about Bonnie. Even if the world does not accept how she came to be, the girl is unmistakably human. It was a success. I bear witness to this achievement, and I maintain that it is a huge step toward world peace. Dr. Vegapunk, Chief of Mass Laboratory. Wow. That's facts. It makes sense, right? Because, of course, Oda ending the chapter, calling back to the beginning of the chapter. But it's like, even with Bonnie being here, it kind of felt like it was the start of a flashback. The fact that it wasn't, it felt a little weird. So if it really is talking about Stussy, then that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Man. Yo. Syndratic says, Rob Lucci has the same face that Paulie had when Lucci betrayed him. The tables have turned. The tables have turned, Syndratic. Insane. It's like, once again, Oda is paying, or like, we've had certain parallels to Sabaody and Enies Lobby and Water 7 at this point that are both really cool callbacks, just fan service, but others just thematically brilliant stuff like this. Having individuals who did the betraying once now being betrayed. And it's like, you can't get mad at it, y'all did the same thing. At the very last moment. Man. Yo, Pluto facts. Pluto says this episode in the anime is going to be special, man. It's going to be special. It is going to be some special stuff. A lot of this stuff's going to be really special in the anime, but this is going to be some really, really special stuff. Dima Rozrov says, Recon, you have to react to the anime episode live. Hey, I'm always down for the episode reactions. Here, let me go and put this. What is it, episode 1048? Alright. I'll go ahead and pose it. Let me know, my people. Let me know. Live episode 1048 reaction this Saturday night. Let me know. Hey, I'm going to be going live this week like crazy for One Piece Odyssey, so just let me know. Let me know. Look, y'all know how big of a Yamato tard I am, so I'm down. I'm definitely down for that. So, Subra comes in. Subra and Presno. So let me read both these comments. I think they're both very, very interesting. Presno says it's kind of funny that Odyssey's theme is memories. No, it's crazy. I see Lazy Mofo says the same thing about can be a coincidence. Memory is a part of One Piece Odyssey. Like the fact that not necessarily that it was intentional, because obviously this was written back in like 2016, but it is very interesting that memories are such a specific part of the series now. And it's like now anything can be done with this, especially with now introducing memories alongside the technology to make it necessary, right? So it kind of makes you think, how are we going to live through some of this stuff now? Could it be done like One Piece Odyssey? I think that's insane. But I think it's also really cool. It's a possibility. So definitely present. I can't wait to get back to One Piece Odyssey, man. I haven't touched the game since last time I went live. With this clone, so Subra comes in and says, with this clone's concept, I have a little thought. What if Kuina was a clone of Tashigi? Of course! What if Tashigi was a test subject to Vegapunk? That would actually make the most sense out of anything for Kuina and Tashigi. But then it makes me think, why? Kuina, as far as we know, was not a special subject, right? Unless we find out later on down the line that Kuina... Wait. But if the Shimotsuki clan is really connected to the Revolutionary Army, Vegapunk's connection there too. But then still, the question remains, why? Why make a clone for Kuina specifically? If that is true, because you're absolutely right, that would now it feels like anybody could be a clone. But specifically that one, the Tashigi Kuina thing, because they're so close. So the Kuina thing fascinates me. The Kuina Tashigi thing really, really fascinates me. But it's like, why? You know, Kuina wasn't a warlord. Kuina's not a Yonko. That's just so weird to me. So weird to me. But regardless, you're probably right. I see all the votes. Okay. Looks like I'll have to do a live episode reaction this week. So it looks like we're gonna be going live a lot this week. By the way, for everyone that's in here, matter of fact, let me go to put the thing just in case. I'm gonna be going live both on here and on YouTube for One Piece Odyssey, just in case. Later tonight, I'm going to assume, since we're doing this really early, after this I have my stuff I need to do to ensure I can do that. But I'm gonna leave a link to, to my Twitch, just in case anybody wants to watch the One Piece Odyssey stuff, because I am going to be going between One Piece Odyssey on Twitch and YouTube. Like I'm definitely want to do some more YouTube streams, but I want to do some Twitch streams as well, because I enjoy both of them. So just in case, if you would like to follow over there, we have a lot of fun. But the thing is right, like doing it over on Twitch allows me the freedom to stop and start whenever I want. YouTube, I feel like I just flood the sub box. Sometimes on Twitch, I'll go live like in the morning and then again at night. Like on YouTube, I'd rather just do it once, go live for a couple hours, and then stop. So, Akbar J says memories are tied with the concept of inherited will, which in One Piece is something that will never end while people keep seeking the meaning of freedom. That's a great point. That's just a fantastic point. Memories is the first ending in the anime, dude. now I'm gonna have to. Oh man, dude. Also ties to the concept that no one truly dies if they are not forgotten. That is also true, lazy mofos. That is also true. Oda's kind of nuts. I mean, Oda is nuts, but let me see. Yeah, I'm a goat. Let him know again, Syndratic. Memories was the OST played in the anime when Roger laughed. I mean, that was just for soundtrack purposes. I guarantee not even they knew about all of this. I would have played the same thing. This is the most one-sided poll I have ever seen. Good. Good. That means that people need it. People need it. Drake comes in and says, I love how sci-fi future tech and clones exist next to Viking giants, Colosseum fights, and ancient dinosaurs in the world while feeling totally organic and natural. Dre, last night I was listening to somebody talk about Kingdom Hearts and why it means so much to them. Because it's a game franchise that means a lot to me, obviously, as well. And I was listening to somebody talk about it, and they were like, it's insane how that gaming franchise can take two completely different things, bring them together, and make it feel organic. And it started making me feel that way about One Piece, where exactly like you're saying, in this world, there's so many things. It's like a soup where you just keep piling on. And Oda's just putting in so much stuff. And somehow, because of the master chef he is, it feels totally natural, organic, and it just works. But none of it would have been possible if it wasn't for the foundation laid early on in the series. It was very important that in Romance Dawn, Oda laid the Gomu Gomu no Mi to show just how ridiculous the series can be. No pun intended to the actual ability itself with Gear 5, right? But how ridiculous the series can be. And then going and showing that through the course of not only the islands themselves, but of the characters and stuff of that nature. So at some point, due to the foundations Oda established, we started to believe anything was possible in this verse, especially after Jaya and Skypiea. And that there would be a quote-unquote logical conclusion through whatever is built within the One Piece verse. Like, for example, with somebody having a bike, obviously whenever you go into Skypiea and you have everybody going on the waivers, it's like, okay, that is the explanation for that. Then in Mushis, right, for telephone communication and showing TV. So everything has its own logical explanation within the verse. And it's thanks to that we can accept something like this without batting an eye. And it also, like we talked about the chapter that the ancient kingdom stuff was brought up, that it makes so much sense now as to why none of the ancient weapons were shown, because it would have been immediately made. Can you imagine, right? Uranus is a UFO, and we would have saw that without having this context. We would have been losing our minds. You know what I mean? Like, what? An ancient? There's nothing ancient about this. Nothing ancient about this. Kuina's literally nobody from Nowheresville. She is a nobody from... Is she... A Kingdom Hearts reference. Is she Toshigi's nobody? You know what I mean? The Roger that died was a clone. The real Roger's still alive. Oh, Vortex. So the man that Roger is waiting for is Roger. Like, it's legit. It's legit. Like Momo said, welcome to Clone Peace. Welcome to Clone Peace, yo. Yo, Ryro, absolutely, man, absolutely. Buggy is the clone of Joy Boy. I would actually, that would give me that. Yeah, I'll take that any day of the week. So Akash Panda, Super and Akash Panda both stayed here. Shimosuke Revolutionary Vegapunk tried to create something like a swordsman, and okay, I can definitely see something like that, like trying to create using the DNA within Kuina tries to create like a perfect swordsman, right? And then we cut over to Akash Panda, says maybe a heartbroken Koshiro requested a clone from Dragon. I mean, At this point, that very well could be the case. If that is true. If that is true. Stussy was the one Vegapunk asked help from last chapter. Oh, yeah, actually, now that you say that, Usha, that very well could be the case. Because we were all thinking, like, who in the world was it that was doing that now? Yeah, that makes sense. So, Stussy is the one who came for that one, but still, it doesn't explain, well, actually, it kind of does. Yeah, never mind. I was about to say something stupid. It does. It does. Search the 21-gram soul weight thing. That's real research. Memories and freedom intertwining. However, that's why FBS are so important in One Piece. 100%. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me search up this 21-gram thing. 21-gram soul. 21 grams experiment that was done by Duncan MacDougall, a physician from MacDougall. The soul is a physical weight and tries to measure the mass lost by a human when the soul departed the body. Wow, yeah, so literally everything that was brought up within this chapter. So, once again, just really cool how we're taking stuff, and this is something that Oda's famous for, right? Taking stuff that's within the real world and turning it into his own, putting his own twist on it. That makes sense, thematically within this series. And it stays consistent. So I think that's really, really cool. Yo, KG. What's good? What's good? Kingdom Hearts 4 is about to be dope, man, and we're finally implementing. They have the Versus 13 stuff, right? Dude, I'm telling you, like, at the end of 3, I was going crazy with that stuff, so I'm excited to see what he does with in 4. Oda was cooking, crafting, inventing, writing, drawing, you name every form of process of creation he's done and it's still ongoing. I mean, and I think the most fun thing about it is that you can tell he's having fun, right? When you drop a chapter like this, when you drop an arc like this, like Egghead Island, has just been nothing but Oda having fun, and it just works. It just works. Like, it's so many different things, and the momentum continues to go. This arc is awesome. This arc is awesome. Exactly. Goat Luffy 97. I'm so glad you brought this up. So Goat Luffy 97 says, Oda can basically foreshadow or serendipitously connect stuff for the sheer size of the series. To me, when he's able to create something on the spot, like let's just say, like for example, the VV farewell scene, Shanks showing up at the Marineford, all of that stuff was done in the moment. The creation of the supernovas on the spot. And that is the serendipitous nature of the series that makes it so special. I guarantee there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's just like that. That to me is what I find so fascinating about One Piece, is that he's able to come up with something like that on the spot and have it stay thematically consistent with the rest of the stuff around it. And honestly, surpasses whatever the original thing that was being foreshadowed to. Because to me, that's always the coolest stuff. And Oda actually talked about this in an interview, and I've taken this to heart as a storyteller myself, where he talks about his creative process and coming up with like the fourth or fifth idea, right? Where the first 3 ideas, he's enjoying this, he's having a back and forth with his editor, and then by the time he gets to the 4th or 5th idea, which he's literally starving himself and depriving himself of sleep because he believes that is where he gets closest to the essence of human nature, to survival instinct, I believe is the exact wording that he used in the interview. And that's what he does to create that 4th and 5th idea. And to me, that's always been really interesting because you can tell, especially with certain situations like this, where Oda was cooking there for a while. He was going back and forth with the editor, like, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? When the editors are getting their ankles broken, I guarantee you that's probably how Oda does it now. When the editors get their ankle broken, he's like, that's what I'm going with. But to me, also, it's not always about the ankle breaker either. Because you can break ankles just for the sake of breaking ankles and it wouldn't work. Like, I wouldn't want Oda, for example, for there to be a slam dunk alley-oop, right? Let's just say all of us are like, yeah! But for the Sabo thing. Everyone on the planet at the time knew Sabo's alive. Just because we all know doesn't mean it's not going to happen. When is it going to happen? That's where we're cooking. That's where we're cooking, right? So, to me, that is striking that balance. Because sometimes there's just certain alley-oops you just have to take. Juan Carlos says Bonnie Double Fruit better than Gear 5. Yo, did you see what she was doing in this chapter? Dude, I mean, turning him back into a kid, becoming as huge as Kuma. I was like, yo, what are we doing? This is nuts! Andres Gonzalez comes in membership for 11 months. Shout out to Andres Gonzalez and says, peak fiction. Truly. Calm Belt Gamer. So thank you, Andres Gonzalez, man. I truly appreciate you. Calm Belt Gamer comes in and says, what if Kuma becomes unconscious next chapter and the bubble pops right in front of Bonnie? That would be like triple the pain. Actually, oh man, it just made me think about something even worse. Bonnie lives through the memory. And then it pops. Because then you would be dealing with the damage done by the flashback itself. And when it pops, you know the fate of... Oh my god, bro. I would be in pain. I would be in literal pain, man. Literal pain. Yo, Jesus, absolutely. Yo, nice. I'm finally finishing a near Applegate, man. Congratulations. Good to see you. Body doubles like it's Metal Gear Solid 5. Kappa knows you speaking my language now, man. You're speaking my language. No pun. Actually, all puns intended in Metal Gear Solid 5 and language. Are you going to watch your Eagles Giants live? Y'all don't want to see that. I can promise that. Y'all don't want to see that. I'll be raging because I know we're going to throw. I know we are going to throw. That game is going to have me on the edge of my seat. I'm going to lose my sanity. Y'all don't want to see that. What is that? 8 o'clock at night? Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to watch it live. Because I got to watch the episode alongside the Eagles game. Oh no, hold on, bro. Hold on, we got to roll this back. I'm sorry. I forgot the Eagles game was this week. Or not that it was this week. I forgot that it was also Saturday night. I thought it was Sunday night. Oh, if the Eagles game is Saturday night, hold on, man. I got to think about this. I just thought about that, dude. I got to watch the Eagles game. Okay. All right. I'll think about it. Yo, Namer comes in with membership for 2 months. Kingdom of Peak Fiction. Shout out to my dog Namer. And just says straight up what we're all thinking. Stussy! Like it was Stussy Insanity. Stussy Insanity Namer, man. Thank you, Namer. I appreciate you, dog. So I guess we might have to watch that Eagles game live. Unless we go a little... might have to go live a little later than usual. Probably what we'll do. I mean, I don't even know if I'll be home. Nah, I'm going to be home. It's the Eagles game. I got to be home. Okay. Regardless, but no, Namer, thank you. Definitely. Stussy Insanity in this chapter, right? Absolutely insanity, bro. Akash Panda comes in with a 2 and says, so sad Bonnie cannot permanently revert Momo back. That's facts. You know, we were thinking about that, right? End of series. Potential scenarios for Bonnie. maybe turning Momo back or for other characters as well, but it's not a permanent thing. It's not a permanent thing. And that makes me think about the Akainu thing as well now, right? So, but no. Hey, actually, Akash Panda, connecting your comment with the following comment by Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos says, if Bonnie turns Luffy into his 40-year-old version from War, would you be mad? I'd be hyped. And now it would be a temporary thing. So could you imagine the squad rolling in, but they're rolling in their prime? Oh, and they all just look mad nasty. Oh no, that has to happen. Especially now that we know that it's gonna be a temporary thing. Oh. But Akash Panda, you're absolutely right. Like, but Momo looks so raw. We'll take it. We'll take it. He's got to live with it, right? But thank you, Akash Panda. Instant Messenger Sama comes in with a 10. Shout out to Instant Messenger Sama, trying to Lucia me here. Egghead is full of reveals, man. I wonder if Oda's going to tackle what was inside the egg that Roger had on his ship. There must be a connection. So, if in this arc, on top of everything that we already have, he also connects the egg on Roger's ship to this, I don't know what to do. Because I feel like my ankles have already been broken to the max. With so much stuff from the past. This chapter, the most previous chapter, the stuff that was happening before that, closer to the origin of fruits, Void Century stuff. It's like it just doesn't stop, man. And then if on top of that we also get the egg on Roger's ship? Woo! But you're right. Okay, it's Mr. Sum, I'll raise you this. If we don't get the egg stuff here, we might get the egg stuff at Elbaf. Considering it's such a massive, ginormous egg, it very well may have originated in Elbaf. How about that? Either here in Egghead Island, we're going to find out about that, or in Elbaf. We might start doing it like we're doing already with the Voice Entry stuff here. But it could be paid off in Elbaf. But thank you for the 10, dog. I appreciate you. Yo, y'all understand me, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. Yo. Man, I'm going to have to do it. Go, Luffy 97, I got to go, coach, but thanks for another chapter reaction. This arc is so incredible. Absolutely, yo. Absolutely. Thank you so much for stopping by, Go Luffy 97. I truly appreciate you. Love your profile picture, by the way. Super goated stuff. Usopp Cornerman says, I think it would be really cool to see 40-year-old Luffy box in the final war. Yes, for a bit, Usopp Cornerman, right? Like, going back to what Akash Panda and Juan Carlos, the connection there. I think that'd be super cool, Usopp Cornerman. I would love that. But yeah, have a good one, Go Luffy 97, man. Quellston says, I like what you said, that we need context to understand some parts, and I can hardly wait for what context do we need to get the Rocks, Kaido, God Valley flashback. Yes. Yes, it's like, there's certain things that Oda cannot show us for particular reasons. And sometimes it's just because of that, right? Like, we need the context to understand certain things. So I find that to be very, very interesting. That such a thing is necessary, right? Especially, like, for the God Valley stuff. Because now that we're really cooking with the God Valley stuff, when eventually we do get it, it's going to hit extremely hard. However we end up getting it. Shogunosuke hype. The GOAT. The GOAT. Man, I can't wait for that episode in the anime. Egghead is basically the unboxing phase of the final saga. Facts. Sorrow V says, will you stream Odyssey? I watched all the VODs. Dude, I was waiting because spoilers were out. So this is my plan, guys. For One Piece Odyssey, well, I'll talk about it then. For Odyssey. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be streaming it on both platforms, right? There's going to be some streams I'm going to do strictly on Twitch. As a matter of fact, most of them are going to be done over there. But I want to try to do, like, let's just say, if I know I'm at the climax of, like, the Marineford section, or one of those, I would love to do that on YouTube. Even tomorrow. Tomorrow, I would love no matter where I am tomorrow, I would love to have the opportunity to also stream on YouTube as well. I want to have a balance between Twitch and YouTube for the video game stuff. Because even like, Odyssey aside, I want to continue to get back to doing my video game stuff, man, because I miss doing it on the channel and over there. Because obviously, I love my video game stuff just as much as the anime stuff. So, and back in the day, I used to do just as much Metal Gear stuff as I did One Piece stuff. So like, I miss it. And so now that we're especially in such a stacked year for video game stuff, I want to continue doing that. But Odyssey will continue to be streamed. I can promise you that, Sorrow B. Odyssey will continue to be streamed on both platforms, on Twitch and on YouTube. Hacks process is late on the stream, so with Stussy Revelation, is sure to think Weevil's Whitebeard's son? Absolutely. Or, like someone else brought up earlier, I mean, Weevil being Whitebeard's son, absolutely, the meme answer, 100%. But in regards to the, someone else brought up earlier, I believe it was Bar M that brought up a comment that someone brought up in the chat about Weevil being Whitebeard's potential, like, failed Seraphim unit. Which to me is a very fascinating concept, if that is true. We still have Kizaru pulling up. Exactly, Dima. Exactly. Yeah, yo, Maki, man. Take care, man. Have a good day at work. So, yo, King, what's good? Unfortunately, my work, but this chapter was flame. Yo, this chapter was truly flames. Truly flames. Silva, fire chapter, my good brother. Yo, Silva, man. Go Birds. Go Birds, Silva. We're in there. We're in there. We're in there. First seed, 6th seed. Let's go. You already know what it is. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go Birds. Kuma may have helped create all this different Vegapunk. Definitely true. Definitely true. And the thing is that's what we're going to find out in those memories. Because Vegapunk specifically said there's an ordeal that was taking place there. And we still don't know about like the special people, the special race that Kuma's a part of, which is going to be very interesting as well. Yo, Subra, have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by, yo. Because I know it's super late over there. Yeah, Shard the Dank, thank you very much, man. Like the stream. Appreciate you. Next episode's going to be hype. I can't wait, Jessica Ram. Can't wait. Go Birds. NFC least not anymore. We're the NFC best this year. Got 3 people or 3 teams in the playoffs. Pack them up, Silva, I'm telling you. So he's not doing with imagination or creating imaginary things, but only repels it. And that's so interesting to me, right? Repelling such things. It's almost like a perfect counter to Luffy's abilities. And not necessarily a counter, but it's kind of serves to... Like, I wonder who in the Void Century had both... I mean, obviously, we know who's going to have the Nika no Mi, but for Kuma's fruit, I wonder who in the Void Century had that. Me too, Sonny. I'm gonna be crying too. When we step into Kuma's memories, because once again... So, I'm about to end the stream, y'all. I didn't notice how late it was. Because I was supposed to end the stream at 1. It's 1:09. So no wonder I was getting so many text messages and calls. But... Hold on, give me a second. Okay, my bad. My bad. But yeah, for one last thing, I wanted to for the Kuma memory thing. My bad. My mind is I need to get going. But what's that called? Like the fact that Bonnie's about to have to live through this, right? Because it's one thing to once again hear about it in summary, a flashback like this, but to actually live through it. And then when we get out of the flashback, we're going to have to see Bonnie's reaction to it, right? Like, it's going to be like a double dose of pain, and I'm not ready for it. Not ready for it in the slightest. I need Luffy and Kizaru within the next 2 chapters. Please, let's get it, Silva. Especially since we didn't see Luffy in this chapter. Let's get it. Let's get it. I want to see more of Kuma's full self. Me too. Me too. You as well, Jesus. Thank you so much, yo. Thank you. Absolutely, yo. Y'all have a good one. I'm gonna cry when I see Dragon's Memories. Oh yeah, it's gonna be really sad. Really, really sad. Great stream coming for the next chapter. Same here, Pluto, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Peace, fellow hairless mix of Blue Sea. Peak Fiction is back. Yo, nothing but love, lazy mofos. Vortex, my boy. Oh, and I got you, Vortex. But yeah, I will make sure to see y'all in the near future for One Piece Odyssey and this weekend for the episode. And once again, keep an eye on the episode. Now that I know the Eagles game is there, the episode reaction might be a little later, but we'll see. We'll see. Silva, man, you have a great one as well. Thank you, Mr. Messenger Sama. I appreciate y'all. Syndratic, have a good one, yo. Absolutely. So I will see y'all once again, One Piece Odyssey, within the next few days. I think I'm going to go on Twitch tonight for Odyssey. Tomorrow, potentially on YouTube. Saturday, we'll be back for the One Piece episode. And then Sunday, going to try to be here with the uploaded afterthoughts. So until then, I will see y'all next time. This chapter was a banger. So many things to talk about. Stussy, obviously the major highlight, but the Bonnie stuff was just classic Oda. Mystery, emotional thread through that mystery. It was just some really good stuff. And man, just wow. We're gonna be experiencing some really powerful stuff here with Kuma's flashback. I can't wait. I will see y'all. Take care. Holy flag. What a chapter, man. What a chapter.